Hey, what's up, you guys? So I haven't made a video in a little bit. It's because I wanted to wait for something to happen. So I had a period. Well, let me give you some of my backstory. So on January 26th, our baby girl was born, Maddison Saint Claire, and she was stillborn. On the 27th, I actually got the depo shot. I did not do any research beforehand, like most people do. I got the depo shot and had side effects as far as dry skin. I had panic attacks, and I bled continuously for, I would say, about 2.5 months. So I took evening Prim's oil, and that ended up stopping the bleeding. But I really don't know if it was the evening Prim's oil. It could have just been the time for me to stop bleeding. So it took, I started taking Vitex and Don Quay or something like that. I started taking those and ovulation tests in the month of, I'll say, about April or beginning of May. And of course, none of them was positive because it wasn't time for the devil to be out of my system. After that, I stopped taking the Don Quay and the ovulation test because at some point you start to drive yourself crazy, and I had to make a decision to not do that. So I actually stopped taking those things, and then after that, I got what seemed to be a period, but it was, I think first I got what seemed to be a period, which was, it was like a bunch of discharge, clear discharge, egg white mucus. It was that with red blood, and then it slowly went away, and then ended up being nothing. Then after that, I would say about 2 weeks after that, I got really dark blood, and it was, I would say, like a burgundy color, not really black, not really brown, but a burgundy color. Then after that, I had gotten, I think, another round of the blood with the egg white cervical mucus discharge. This time it only lasts the first time it only lasted a day. The second time it lasted, I would say, maybe a day, and then maybe a few hours of the next day. So on what is this, June? In June this month, I got my first period. It lasted from, I think, the 13th to maybe the 17th. Let me see. I know it lasted 6 days, and it was an actual period. I actually had like a light blood clot in it, and that's what made me realize that I was having a period, was that it was a blood clot in it. So I had that, and it stopped so far. So I put my information into an ovulation calendar that I have on my phone now, because I've never actually used the calendar or anything like that. I could be taking my basal temperature. I was taking that earlier, but I actually had stopped taking that temperature because, like I said, I didn't want to drive myself crazy over it. But now I wanted to take it, but at the same time, I get up early in the morning and I forget. But I was taking that temperature, and they said that's a way that you can tell if you ovulate because it goes up. But since I haven't been taking that temperature, I've been using a calendar, and the calendar said that yesterday I supposedly ovulated. I would say 2 days before that day, I had got what I call snot-like cervical mucus, where it's the consistency of snot, where you can stretch it, but it was like a cloudy color. I never really have like clear cervical mucus. And I would say a day after that, so about 3 days before that, I actually got the snot-like cervical mucus. And then the second day, I didn't get anything. And then the third day, I got the snot-like cervical mucus again. And today is the day after my ovulation. So today, I felt like I was having a period because I was having cramps. And I felt like I was peeing on myself, and I was having cramps mostly on my right side. And they wasn't like really light cramps. They were medium. I had my daughter natural, so the cramps don't really hurt anymore. I went through labor natural. So the regular cramps, like period cramps, don't hurt no more. So I really don't know what's the intensity of it. I just know that they were cramps. So I was having those today, and like I said, it felt like I was having a period, like it was really wet down there. And I went to the bathroom and I was like, please, please don't let me have a period right now, because it wouldn't be a regular period. So I went and checked, and it wasn't. It was just a lot of discharge, not like cottage cheese or anything. It was literally clear. It didn't look like how you would put it didn't look like how if you put water on thing. It looked like, I would say, kind of like egg white sour mucus, but it didn't stretch. It was just clear and shiny. So yesterday I took a ovulation ovulation test, and it came out negative, and that was, honestly, I didn't realize that was the day of my ovulation. I didn't realize that. I thought it was the day before, and I kind of try to lose track of these things because I don't want to go crazy over it, because I know that's what a lot of women do. They go crazy over trying to get pregnant, and I feel like you should just kind of let it happen. But the ovulation test came out negative, and so I was just like, oh well. But we'll see what happens. I'm not really trying to force anything. If I have another period, which is supposed to come on July 11th, it's a good thing for me, because that means at least I'm ovulating and I'm having a regular period. I thought it might have been, my first period might have been an ovulation. I think it's called an ovulation or something like that. Period where you didn't ovulate, but the first ones were where I bled, or the dark one where I bled wasn't ovulation. This one was ovulation. I did the research, and yeah, it was ovulation. So what I've been doing in order to keep on track and to make sure I'm good as far as eventually getting the depo completely out of my system, keep in mind that what I've read was, I would say half people have miscarriages after the depo, half people have healthy babies. So I'm not really saying, okay, I'm going to get pregnant, we're going to be able to keep this baby. I understand that after losing our daughter, anything's possible, and there's a huge chance that we might not be able to keep the next baby that we conceive, or the one after that, or the one after that. I'm just trying to eventually have a healthy baby. But as far as having a baby afterwards, we've been working out, playing sports. We're not just in the gym working out, because that's not good for me. And then when I work out, it makes me, like, my heart starts do-do-do-do-do-do. You know what I'm saying? Start getting really bad. But we worked out. I played tennis today. Wasn't good at it, but it's still something good. I'm drinking water. We eating salads. My stomach's going down a little bit, so I know the depo is leaving my system just a little bit. So, yeah, that's my update. I appreciate y'all for watching. Thank you, everybody that's been commenting. It lets me know that everything's okay with y'all. But peace and baby dust to everyone. Good luck. I'll give you an update soon. I try to keep on track with these as far as anything happening. Thank you for watching.